Hello, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Depends where you are in the world. It's a beautiful, bright, sunny afternoon here. As you can see, clear skies from the window. And yeah, you can also see some pipes. So, we've got some work going outside in the garden. So that's why. So they have they just made the platform and I hope they'll come back to finish the job. Anyway, so it's a beautiful, bright afternoon, and everything is smiling in my garden. I'm smiling too. I hope you're happy and smiling wherever you are. Um, I'm actually sweating. Yeah, it's quite hot. Um, I didn't open the window because it's summertime. So in summertime, what happens? There are carnivals and there are music concerts and shows everywhere because obviously it's time to go out and about, and so people try to make the most of it, especially in the cold countries, which we are in. And so yes, I mean the music is on somewhere far away, but still you can hear it a bit. It's not that I don't like music, it's just first, it's not my type of music, and secondly, I don't want it to come in my video as an interruption. Anyway, so I hope wherever you are, if it's winter, then you're enjoying the winter. If it's summer, then you're enjoying the summer. Just the main uh, message is wherever you are, just try to make the most of it, because you know it's time to celebrate all the time. It's time to celebrate. So make your life a celebration. I often talk about life and life's beauty in my videos. Actually, that is the punch line in my videos. Um, but actually, why I say this, because everything starts with life and everything finishes. Life never finishes, but we're talking about this worldly life, this life on earth. So yes, yesterday I was thinking, if when we have power of any kind, like the power of a high post, or a power, any authority, any kind of, if if you are the homeowner, or you are the person who is living in the house, and people working for you, power, authority or power over them. Same goes in the offices, same goes in the other places. Um, But unfortunately, power is not bad. Power is good, but depends how you want to use the power. If you ask for a hammer and I give it to you, and you start banging the walls and breaking the things with that hammer, it will become destructive, because that will be your decision. The hammer is a tool, but you're using it as a weapon. That's your choice. That's your state of mind. But if I give you a hammer and you use it to fix the things, to probably make something, that would be again your choice. That would be your state of mind, because then you'll use it in a constructive way. And if you use it in a destructive way, it's the same hammer, but your choice of doing things is wrong. You're the one who is damaging it. It goes with everything. So same goes with power and knowledge. Power and knowledge is, don't use it as a weapon, use it as a tool. So you can benefit from it, and other people can also benefit from it. Why I'm saying all this? Where is it coming from? Well, it's coming from the videos that sometimes I watch on YouTube, and there are, and I'm not generalizing it again. Guys, I don't want to upset anybody. It's not like I'm into the business of pleasing people. No, I'm not. But I also don't want to be unfair to anybody by just generalizing the things. One is doing it and the other ones are not doing it. So why would I talk about everybody? But this is something that I've noticed, and I've noticed it, repeatedly over and over again. And I thought I should talk about it because I wanted to talk about it. It's the tarot readers, the palmists, the people with the with any kind of numerology or astronomy or astrology knowledge. How much we don't know, how authentic we don't know. But then if you look at the titles of those videos, it's like just to get your attention, just to play with your mind. It's like, you're going to die tomorrow, or you don't know what's going to happen. Oh, this person, you will lose this person. You know, that kind of things. The wording. And that is not because, and sometimes you watch the video. I don't watch these videos, but if I do, it's only for that purpose, that what is it that they're talking about? And I'm not saying all tarot readers do that or all palmists do that. No, but whoever does it is damaging. It's using your knowledge and power in a very, very wrong way. It's playing with people's minds. You know, in so many countries, there are herbalists and doctors and so many other people, whichever field you're working in. You know, when you have knowledge and somebody comes to you in need. Why I'm mentioning doctors and herbalists and homeopaths and all those people? Because obviously, when people go to them, they're not always in a very, strong state of mind or a strong health. Obviously, that's why they go to them. But then what happens? Then you scare them more. Then you talk to them with that authority. Hey, if you don't do that, this is going to happen to you. If you don't do that, that is going to happen to you. Sometimes you even want to set, or not want to, but sometimes you even set a date that when they're going to leave this earth, when they're going to die. Oh, you've got 3 months, you've got 4 months, or you've got a few months, or you've got 1 year, or you've got, very little time. Who are you to say this? You're as helpless as they are. Just because you've got a little bit of knowledge, you studied in one area and you got the knowledge. Same I say about the doctors. You're a doctor, so what do you know about it? You know about the human body. Started from the frogs and the rabbits, and then, you ended up, which is good. It's good that you know about, the human body. The human body. But when it comes to me, my life, my body, or any individual's body, life, whatever, if you can't treat them with respect and with, respecting their individuality, then you are definitely not being fair to them. And I'm not saying, like, obviously every case is different. But now we are, and I keep talking about it, like I even gave an example of students, and I think I need to open this window a bit, right? Like I talk about like 25, 26 children in the same classroom, and expectations, the teacher's expectations, and the whole school's administration, whoever is looking after things, their expectations are like every child has to be on the top of everything. It's not possible. Every mind works different ways. Every person, ever since this child was born, he is independent. He is an individual. He has his own unique identity. You cannot force him to merge into the crowd. And if you're doing that, you're doing wrong. Please let people live as they were born. Let them live with their own identity. Don't try to put them in the line that you have decided to create. Don't do that, please. And same goes with you. Don't stand in a line. I mean, I'm not talking about that discipline line, then you go to a post office and you have to stand in line. Of course, follow the rules, do it. I'm talking about this set rules. One person in their crazy state of mind sets some rule, and the whole lot is following it. Without even thinking, I'm not saying dispute everything, but at least think about it. At least use your own mind. At least don't be an ant. Don't be a rat. So basically the thing is, this knowledge that people are using, whatever knowledge, the palmist, the other person might even take it seriously. I mean, it happened. Count Kiro was the first palmist, and I think the one of the most popular and biggest palmist in the palmist, in the field of palmistry. And he actually went to Henry the Eighth, and I read it. Henry the Eighth, and he went and he said to the king, you're going to die in probably, I think, 6 days, he said. Or no, the 16th of something, some date. And then what happened? The king started thinking about that from that point, that the king is going to die. It was no disease killing the king. It was nobody else killing the king. It was his own thoughts. That fear that this this Count Kiro injected into him. I'm not saying who is responsible for the king's death. And the king died on that particular date. He did. This is how, and I've given you the example so many times. Like, you know, those two travelers who drank the milk in the night and went off, and then a few months later when they came and the woman disclosed that there was a snake in the milk pot, and then they were dropped dead. That was fear that killed them, not the milk, not the snake. So basically, what you're doing, injecting fear into that, they come with a hope. If you can't, give the world hope, give the world optimism, give the world happiness. And if you don't have that, try to find it in yourself. It is all in there. You have just buried it because you're actually living a life that is, and I even talked about it in my, I think in a couple of videos last time. It's because you are actually living a life that is not with awareness. You think you're very attentive and aware, but you're not. You're very, very lost and absent in your situation. You are. We all are. I'm not perfect. I'm no exception. But the thing is, we have to try to work on it. We have to keep an eye on the things. See the music. Anyway. No, you can't see the music, but I mean, can you hear the music? Anyway, so what I'm saying is, please guys, use your knowledge constructively. Don't use it for destruction. Don't spread the fear. Don't scare people. Don't play with people's minds. Don't make money out of their insecurities and their fear. And I will say the same to everyone. Don't let people do this out of you. Don't let it do. Whether it's your doctor, whether it's your herbalist, it's your homeopath, it's somebody online, it's a tarot reader, it's a palmist, you name it, whoever it is. Whoever it is. If they tell you what's going to happen in your life next, or if this is happening, then these are the consequences, they can tell you the consequences depends how it's coming from. I mean, where it's coming from and how it's coming to you. If they say it in a threatening way, like I know and I'm telling you, that is wrong. If they say, well, there are all possibilities, just look at the things and probably be more careful and take care of this area in your life or that area, that's perfectly fine. You are not a guinea pig. You're not nobody's guinea pig. So don't be a guinea pig, please. Don't let people experiment on you. Don't let people learn, through you, ruining your life. Don't do that, please. And also teach the same thing. When you teach doesn't mean like you have a blackboard or a whiteboard and start a classroom. No, teaching means like your children will learn from your actions. They will learn from what you are doing because you are a role model, because you are the example in their life. Sometimes they even don't realize. What I was learning from my father, I did not realize until my father's, he was, until I was like in my early 30s. So I did not even realize until then that what my father was teaching me by not even saying a word, what I learned from him. Same goes with my mother. Same goes with, we learn all the time, providing we just keep the eyes open, keep our eyes open, keep our mind open. And providing we ask God to help us. Now again, this is where I get confused, because when I mention God, as soon as I mention God, I feel like, okay, so somebody doesn't believe in God, or somebody believes in this, and whatever you believe in, just ask that source. Whatever you believe in, ask that source to help you, to make you strong. The strength is inside. I keep talking about this, guys, please. Pay attention to yourself. You are the world. You are just searching outside, wrong place. So this is what I'm saying. I get excited about it because I wish I could just see everyone living their life happily. And it's possible. It's not impossible. You can do it now. Start from now. Don't say, oh, rubbish, what is she saying? No, think. Think, please think. Please, save yourself, save your children. So when it comes to your children, like I give you a little example, the video is like almost 15 minutes now. I give you a little example, and I have already said this. The most authentic, um, most authentically I can talk about something is something that I have experienced in my life or I've learned from, or the things that I actually, uh, I know. Those are the things only, and I have benefited from them in some way. And my story is my story, so that is my. I can be authentic in telling my story, my experience, my learning. If I've learned anything, hopefully I have. Right. So when it comes to that window, time to close the window, the lady is singing. Okay, I also want to sing. It's a beautiful bright day. Okay, I'll do that later. Now the thing is, it's just and yeah, do be spontaneous. Do everything that anything that you want to do, as long as it's not hurting anybody else, as long as it's not creating a nuisance in the society. Do it. I mean, if you're walking on the road, you feel like singing, sing. But if you're sitting in a restaurant and you feel like singing, then don't sing, please. Because that's what I'm saying, a hammer. You can use it constructively or you can use it for disruption. It's entirely up to you. So yes, you have the choice. You have been given a free will from your creator. The only thing is you have to be conscious, mindful, aware, and then you can use it in a very positive way. Otherwise, you're obviously going to destroy the world and you're going to destroy yourself. And I think to some extent we have already done that. So yes, so when it comes to why I'm saying this, because I feel like, I was saying this to my children the other day. This learning, that indirect learning without knowing, is because a few months ago, I think that was back in August, September, um, I was not in the best health at that time. Suddenly something happened. I was not feeling well, and and generally I'm always a very healthy person, thanks to God, alhamdulillah, touch wood. But suddenly, because I was too busy with other things, and we all make mistakes, don't we? So yeah, I made that mistake of ignoring myself, and then suddenly the body started telling me, the things started ringing bells and telling me, hey, we need your attention. Right, okay. So then I was talking to my son, and obviously I went to my doctor and, you know, just did whatever was needed to do. The most important thing that I felt was needed there, more than my doctor, more than the medicine, more than the hospital, more than anything else, was me coming back to myself. Me finding that strength that is built in. Alhamdulillah. Me thinking like, okay, I will weigh the choices. What can I do in this situation? What is best for me? What goes with my, you know, instincts? What am I feeling about this situation? Anyway, so my son, I was talking to him on the phone one day, and then he said he had an argument with his girlfriend. And I said, why? And now he's not an argumentative person. He's not. And he said, it's just because, I said to her, when my mother is old and if she's not feeling well, then, we'll have to look after her. And she said, no, I will only look after, we can look after my mother, but not your mother. Something like that, it's a petty argument. And he said, that's why we had an argument. And I said, you shouldn't argue. Why? I hope I would never need anyone to look after me. I hope I will be able always, till my last breath, to look after other people. So anyway, I saw like how it's affecting my children, mentally. They didn't say, but they were fearful for the situation, like, oh, mother is probably getting old, or mother is getting sick, or whatever. I don't know. They must have felt insecure about it. That's why it came up. And then one day, my daughter, she stayed with me, and those were the days when I was not feeling 100%. And she said, oh, I think I should marry a person who is compassionate and empathetic and who can, help me look after you and who can be supportive. And I was thinking, where is it coming from? It was coming from the situation. My children picked up on their fear and they started talking about it. I did not correct my daughter. I said, yeah, I'll be fine, and don't worry. I did not say that you're picking up on this fear, but I thought it's time for me to find myself immediately for my children, because your relations, your loved ones make you weak, but they also make you strong. It's a combination of the two. You must have noticed it. Sometimes because our children are our weakness, mostly about the children I'm talking, and then, or even loved ones, and they can also be our strength. So I had to stand on my 2 feet, because my children, I don't want to see them weak. I don't want to see my children fearful of any situation. So all I did, and my children, to be honest with you, to this day, I have not told them what I noticed at that time and why suddenly I, turned the clock around. I didn't do that. God did it. But I actually took the first step. I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to feel like an old, frail, scared and sick lady. No. It was not matching my personality, and it was also not helping my children. I don't want to see my children or anybody around me or any loved one being worried about me. No. That's why. So all I'm saying is, I'm sure this will come useful in their life too. So when they come to my age, although this has not been said, I've not told them this, and they have not, probably even now, it's not got registered here that your mother stood up and suddenly started, going on the top of the things and looking after herself and, going back to gym and doing this and doing that. Why? It's good that they're happy for me, but the only thing is they have not noticed yet that where it started from. I've always been a very strong person, thanks to God, alhamdulillah. But sometimes we all get weak. We can lose our strength for, momentarily. But as soon as you realize that, pick up again. Don't give up. Don't give up. Whether it's your health condition, whether it's your financial condition, whether it's your any condition, don't give up. So when my children will be my age, and God forbid if they didn't feel well or whatever, I'm sure they will pick up quickly. Why? Because this is what they have seen. So please set good examples. Give people strength, directly or indirectly. Make them strong. Make them happy. Give them the idea of life is not living only, just breathing only. No, the idea of life is living to its full, living fully. You want to sing? Sing. You want to go out? Go out. You want to quit your job? It's not making you happy? Quit your job. You want to do whatever you want to do, do it. Yes, you have to weigh the things. You have to look at the consequences. Yes, okay, if I quit my job, I want to quit my job. It's making me miserable, but I've got young children. Who is going to support them? Good thought. So that's why if one job is paying you more and not making you happy, maybe there's some other job that is paying you less, but you are allowed to be yourself. You're allowed to be happy. Go for that job. A little compromise. Teach your children, not teach like, oh, A, B, C, D, no. With your attitude, show them that the life is not all about accumulating the things. Life is not about, we have to make the ends meet. No, don't use these words. Oh, do whatever it takes for making money. No, don't use those words. I'm going to buy this car. Don't talk this kind of stuff in front of your children. You're not helping them. You're making them very dependent on the things that actually don't matter that much. Give them the real life, please. Give them the idea of real life. Nobody can give anybody life, but I mean the idea of real life, and pull them out of these worldly fears. I think this is something I want to continue talking about. I will talk about it in my next video very, very soon, inshallah. But until then, I think the video is really very long today. And please excuse me for this. Please like, subscribe, and leave your comments. And thank you very much to those people who have left some comments. I read your comments, but sometimes it's only a smiley face, this emoji. Well, that's encouraging, but the thing is, if you ask me something, or if you say something, only then I can reply to it. But otherwise, I just say thank you. But anyway, I'm really thankful for you, to you for watching these videos, for subscribing, and it's a real encouragement for me. So look after yourself, keep smiling, because life is so beautiful.